The Legacy Society is a special membership at Community West Foundation to recognize individuals who established a planned gift to benefit our communities in the future. Legacy Society started in 2001 with only 3 members and has grown to 134 members. We are grateful for their spirit of philanthropy. Our Legacy Society dinner is a gathering we look forward to annually where we are joined by our most treasured friends, our Legacy Society members. It is our evening to honor those who have practiced the art of philanthropy, and in doing so, they have set a wonderful example for others to follow. Community West Foundation is truly blessed by the kindness and generosity of so many good men and women who have used their special style individually and collectively to create a lasting legacy. Whether through a planned gift or donor advised fund, a life insurance policy, a charitable gift annuity, retirement plan, even a gift of real estate, all of these forms of giving have a profound impact on the future. Every year, our family of generous philanthropists grows, and we celebrate this great momentum and appreciate that so many are sharing their legacies with our community. From person to person and generation to generation, the rewards are enormous when there is a consistent commitment to our community. Our motto at Community West Foundation is Illuminating Hope, and the flame we use is a symbol of warmth, hope, and a reminder of God's presence as we reflect on the generosity of our Legacy Society. In this spirit of philanthropy, one of our highlights every year is the presentation of the Art of Caring Award, the Foundation's highest honor to recognize donors who display exceptional generosity, commitment, and legacy leadership. While the award has primarily been given to individuals or couples, there have been a few instances where we acknowledge a group. This year marks our 20th anniversary, and we decided to pay tribute to all of our past Art of Caring Award recipients who have made it their life's work to serve others. Let's take a look back now.
It's my honor now to introduce to you the names of those board members who contributed to the Millennium Fund. Thank you for our faces of philanthropy: Bill Baker, Pamela Bobst, Reverend David Bugler, Dr. Ted Costell, Fred DeGrandis, David Dombroviak, Christopher Harrington, David Hessler, Henry Jakes, John Kemper, Dr. Stephen Lamb, Dr. James Magasano, William Odie, William Reedy, and the late Charles Reaney, Dr. Timothy Spiro, Robert Warren Jr., the late Dr. Alan Wild, Robert Yeroma, and Harry Zilli Jr.
For those fortunate to benefit from their generosity, kindness, and warmth, there is no greater story than can be told than the one they compose every day with the lives that we see and admire and strive to emulate. They are servant leaders, humbly serving the people of our community with many unselfish acts of kindness, and they have kept their hearts open to receive His guidance. 3 of our past winners who are life trustees are still active on our board of directors. They include Henry Jakes, Dr. James Magasano, and Harry Zilli. I'm inspired by their commitment to Community West Foundation and their continued participation at the committee level. They bring a wealth of knowledge and history to the group that adds value to our work. Let's not forget their wonderful spouses, Betty Jakes, Lois Magasano, and Sharon Zilli, who have also supported Community West generously for decades. Philanthropy is important to our society because it strengthens our community. It gives immediate support to service providers, but it also focuses on long-term solutions for social problems. Beyond giving financially, it's also important to give of our time, energy, and knowledge to help others and improve the conditions for even one person in need. Philanthropy can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment when making a positive impact on the community. Now let's hear from a few of our past Art of Caring Award winners on what the award and the Legacy Society have meant to them personally.
John and I have been involved in many organizations, but the Legacy Society is one that is dearest to our heart. And that is because it embodies the philosophy and mission that we ourselves have in our own life.
Well, when Jean and I received the award, first of all, we were surprised. We didn't give to the foundation with the expectation of getting the award. We wanted to set up a fund for the future. But for us, I think it confirmed our commitment to philanthropy. Receiving the award said, you're doing the right thing. You're going to help a lot of people. And so from our personal view, receiving the award was, I think, a confirmation to us of we were doing the right thing.
Philanthropy is important. I would say I've been on both ends of it. As an individual growing up poor, we received goods and things like that were from generosity of people. They weren't formal boards, but they were groups and people that helped us out. And then in my adult life, I worked in social service agencies. And because we wrote grants and got some of the donations and funders, we were able to carry on our work for the most disenfranchised. And now it's a turn that I'm on the end of being able to decide where funds are going, to visit the agencies. And I truly believe that we are just stewards of this money and resources, and that we have to give it away in the most generous, kind, without shaming way that we can do it. And If we can't do it, a lot of people's lives would change and they actually would not survive.
I do believe that we should be fostering the whole idea of philanthropy with the younger generation. Today we have a lot of hate in the world, and I think it would represent love, a fellow man.
Words of wisdom for the next generation, those who are already in the legacy society, but who are younger than us octogenarians, if I could put it that way. As people remind me, you're an octogenarian, our kids tell us that. I think one of the important things is to be involved. Right now we have the COVID issue, which is unfortunately limiting what we can do, but be involved in the meetings. Go out and visit some of the places where the grants are being placed. See firsthand the good work that Community West Foundation is doing. Get involved in one of those boards if you can. Just don't make it something you've done, but something you're doing.
In the future, this is my hope for the Legacy Society. First of all, I hope we have to get a much bigger banquet hall for all the people who will be attending. I hope that it will be one, and I can see it, of a diverse community of different races, different cultures, different faiths, and different ages and different gender. That sounds a lot of difference, but it just is my hope that we'll have some of that. I hope that we remember what it is today. And in the future, I think that there'll be a whole new model of giving that people learn, and as they do now, to continue giving from their heart as well as from the bottom line, and that they get to meet some of the people that they serve and help. I think it's always good to meet the people that are receiving, not in a shameful way, not in a way that of the ups and downs, but just people who can develop relationships.
Younger people need to realize that they can support causes with things other than money. They can bring energy, join a board, or even volunteer in a food pantry line. If they're able to serve alongside a parent or mentor, that shared experience can pass charitable priorities on to the next generation. Thank you to all of our Legacy Society members for their contributions to our success.